I show it's 5 o'clock. We'll call the Lake Mills Police and Fire Commission meeting to order for July 18, 2024. Everybody please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We'll take roll call. Show all commissioners here. Acceptance of the regular minute meetings from July 20th, 24. Everybody have a chance to look at them. Any omissions, corrections, or otherwise? All right. Hearing none, we'll accept the minutes from the regular meeting of June 20th, 24. On to item number 5, acceptance of the work session meetings for June 20th, 24. Any corrections, subtractions, or, all right. Hearing none, we'll accept the minutes from the June 2024 work session. Currently tabled is the election for secretary. Is there a movement to untable that?
I'll make that motion to untable.
Motion by Mike, second by Russ. Roll call, Mike.
Aye.
Terry?
Aye.
Laura?
Aye.
Jen?
Aye.
Russ, aye. All right. So let's see here. Is there a nomination for secretary?
I guess I'll nominate Laura Bang. You doing it already, Laura?
I'm currently vice president, but I've done the secretary.
I will nominate Mike.
Well, is there a second for the nomination of Laura?
I've already done it now.
No second?
No second.
Okay. Is there a nomination for secretary?
I'll nominate Mike.
Motion to nominate Mike by Jen. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Laura. Is there a third call for nomination of secretary? Okay. We'll do a roll call for Secretary Mike Foster. Mike?
Aye.
Terry?
Aye.
Laura?
Aye.
Jen?
Aye.
Russ, aye. Congratulations, Mike, you're the new secretary. All right. Is there a motion to untable the election for vice president?
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Mike. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Second by Terry. Roll call, Mike.
Aye.
Terry.
Aye.
Laura.
Aye.
Jen.
Aye.
Russ, aye. Okay. Is there a nomination for vice president?
Nominate Terry.
Mike nominates Terry. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Second by Jen. Second call for nominations of vice president. And third time, is there a nomination for vice president? All right, hearing no other nominations. Roll call, Mike,
Aye.
Terry,
Aye.
Laura,
Aye.
Jen,
Aye.
Russ, aye. Congratulations, Terry, your new vice president. All right, let's go on to item number 8. Discussion, decision and amendment to Rule Number 2, Part 1, Rule 3IB, and Rule 32D2 of the Rules and Regulations of the Police and Fire Commission. Everybody's got a copy? Is there anything, anybody wants to discuss or change or add or omit?
If I may.
Yep.
I prepared the proposed amendment in accordance with the discussion at the work session. Largely just kind of clarifies with regard to the code, the municipal code, the appropriate residency requirement citation, and then creates uniformity throughout the fire department and the police department with regard to the residency requirement language. I also took the opportunity to reorganize just a little bit in that final section that's referenced in the agenda regarding the fire department, but there are no substantive changes with regard to that. Those are the only sections that were addressed, and there's nothing substantive. It's merely consistency with regard to the statutory residency requirement that's allowed and the ordinance that has adopted that. So I think it's much more consistent. We removed language regarding residency within the fire service area and rely on the residency requirement to be within 15 miles of the city of Lake Mills boundaries. Any questions for me, I'd be happy to discuss.
Everybody ready to move forward?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a motion to accept the amendment to Rule Number 2, Part 1, Rule 3IB, and Rule 3, oh, that should be 31B, and Rule 32D2 of the Rules and Regulations of the Police and Fire Commission?
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Terry, is there a second?
I'll second.
Second by Jen. Roll call, Jen.
Aye.
Laura.
Aye.
Terry.
Aye.
Mike.
Aye.
Russ, aye. Motion passed 4-0 to accept the amendment to Rule 2, Part 1, Rule 3-1B, and Rule 3-2D2 of the Rules and Regulations of the Police and Fire Commission. We'll move on to item number 9, Police Chief Report.
Good evening.
Good evening.
So we're in the busy time of year, and I know it's never predictable when it's going to be busy, but we're certainly in the thick of it. I talked last time about how busy we are down at Sandy Beach, just with all of the visitors and traffic we have there on a regular basis when the weather's nice. Our community service officers are working down there daily, so every evening there's someone down there for 4 hours, and then every weekend we have CSOs at the park for 8 hours on Saturday and on Sunday. So That is helping significantly with some of the parking issues and just making sure the behavior is what it should be down there. So I'm glad we were able to expand that program, and we can continue it as long as we have it budgeted, so in the foreseeable future. On June 25th, we had our Night Out Against Crime over at Real Hope Community Church. It was a good weather that evening, which we appreciated. We had a good turnout, so it's always a good time to interact with our citizens and give them an opportunity to meet our staff and see our vehicles and our equipment and the things that we do. Town and Country Days was that same week, so although busy, we didn't have any major issues with it from a police department perspective, so in that aspect, it was a successful event. And then this week, I have 3 officers who have been at the RNC since Saturday night. They're members of our countywide mobile field force or crowd control team. So they've been down there all week, working about 14.5-hour days every day. And then I've had 2 other that have gone a couple days commuting back and forth, working to assist Milwaukee PD with that event. So obviously that ends this evening. So their last shift will end late tonight, and then they'll be back to their normal duties here. That's all I have to present. Do you have any questions for me?
Easy night, no. Okay. We'll go on to the confirmation of Skyler DeBlare as recruit police officer. Chief, please.
Okay, so as you are aware, we have conducted a hiring process. We had established an eligibility list. I have 2 current openings on the police department that I am authorized to fill. So tonight I bring Skyler DeBlare to you for confirmation as a recruit police officer. He was selected through both our interview process and the PFC interview process to be placed on the eligibility list. We have conducted a thorough background investigation on him, which he has passed with flying colors. We've done a medical and drug screening as required by the state of Wisconsin, and we've also had him do a psychological assessment. All of those, again, point towards he is a good candidate to be hired by our police department. So I would request that you confirm him as a recruit police officer.
Okay, thank you, Chief. Is there a motion to confirm Skyler DeBlare as a recruit police officer?
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Terry, second.
I'll second.
Second by Laura. Roll call. Mike?
Aye.
Terry?
Aye.
Laura?
Aye.
Jen?
Aye.
Russ, aye. Skyler, welcome.
And I will add that I did get a slot in the academy that begins on July 31st at Waukesha County Tech. So he's got a couple of weeks and he'll start the academy.
Awesome. Fire chief report. Chief?
Good evening. So June, I can say, was a little bit opposite of the chief's report. Our run volume was actually decreased a little bit. But just the other day, we ended up having both ambulances out and the need for a 3rd ambulance where we had to bring a neighboring community in to help us cover that one. So it's amazing how fast it can swing from one to another. So our summer has really been focused on a lot of PR events. We assisted Lake Mills PD with their National Night Out event. We've also hosted a pop-up splash pad, which was a huge success in the community. We had approximately 200 young adults or young children running through, along with some adults. So that was a great event for everybody, and a lot of people are kind of waiting for our second one, which is going to be next Tuesday, as long as the weather holds out. So we also did MDA fundraising for the year, which ended up one of our the highest year that we've had since. The first day that we did it, we were out in the rain the whole time, which really kind of triggered a little bit more outpouring, which was really good to see. But as the MDA Fill the Boot campaign goes, as a small volunteer-based department in a community our size, we are ranked as one of the highest in annual donations, which is a good speak on behalf of our department, and the community itself is giving back. That's all that I have for tonight.
Awesome. Let's move on to item number 12, confirmation of Kevin, help me please, as probationary firefighter.
Georgiles.
Georgiles, okay. Sorry, I'm horrible with names. Chief?
Yeah, so we have been on the march with some really good recruitments coming into the station. Kevin wandered into the station one day and talked to us about joining the department. Kevin is actually the recipient of the Chief Todd Yandre Award Scholarship. He had put that to good use. He currently already has Firefighter 1 and Firefighter 2 along with hazmat. His interest is to continue to broaden his knowledge in the fire service and probably, I'm guessing, looking at the EMT program as well, as that's one of the key things for the position as firefighter. So I'd like to bring Kevin onto the department and help him assist his future goals in obtaining where he would like to be. And since he's a resident here, he's going to make a great fit for us as a young gentleman that's eager to get into the profession.
Chief, I can't remember, did you say he did his medical and his drugs?
Yeah, my apologies.
Okay.
He's completed all his medical and drug background as well.
Okay, thank you. Is there a confirmation, is there a motion for confirmation of Kevin
I'll make a motion.
Georgiles as probationary firefighter? Motion by Jen, is there a second?
I'll second it.
Second by Mike, thank you. Mike, roll
Aye.
call vote. Let's go, Mike.
Aye.
Thank you. Terry,
Aye.
Laura,
Aye.
Jen,
Aye.
Russ, aye. Kevin, welcome to the fire department. Thank you for your service and eagerness, I guess, to participate in the community. Okay. Hearing no objections, I adjourn the meeting, 17:16.